Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. Well, we're in downtown Kato, Paphos, and we're just off Bar Street, so we're going to take you as we explore the bars that are open, the bars that are closed, as it goes dark. But before we go, Miss Oching Receiving Laboof is here. Receiving Laboof, what have you got to say?
Hello everybody! Hello! How nice to see you again and again. We are in the loveliest place of all the loveliest places. Let's go with us.
Right, come on Laboof. Let's get up this little street here. We are outside the Sofiana Hotel and Resort Spa. A very, very nice 4-star luxury premises in Kato, Paphos. Just over here is Daphne Taxi. So if you are staying in this area, if you stand out here and linger for a couple of minutes or pop in and ask the nice lady behind the counter, she will get you a taxi to anywhere that you want to go. So the name again, Daphne Taxi. There it is. Quite a busy taxi firm in the Cyprus area. So if you're in the Kato, Paphos area and you need a taxi, go and get Daphne. So this is, shall we say, the lower downtown Kato, Paphos bar area, or Bar Street as some people like to call it. So we're going to take you and explore some of the bars along the way. Hi, you all right? Good? Lovely people. I think they recognise us, but we're not quite sure. Anyway, here we go. Yes, Laboof?
People can be shy.
Yes.
You can't do with it anything.
Yes.
That's lovely that the men said hello.
Yeah. So they did understand who we were, but I think they were a little bit shy and perhaps didn't want to be on camera that much. Anyway, here we go. So we're going to start off on the street with the Georgia Restaurant Taverna. So it's actually owned by a lady called Georgia, because there is confusion as to whether it's called the Georgia Restaurant because it's based on the Georgian country or the woman's name. It's actually based on the woman's name, and her name is Georgia. And it's actually a very, very nice restaurant. It makes very, very nice food indeed. Now this bar over here, which hasn't quite opened, it's a bit too early, is called the First and the Last Bar. And the idea is that you come here first and you end up here all night. There it is, the First and the Last Bar. And it serves quite cheap drinks, and it also does some nice food, fish and chips, curry, that sort of thing. Now, how do you say that one, Laboof?
Acapino.
So this one is the, I can't say that at all. Acapino restaurant.
Yeah.
Right, so that one's called the Acapino Steakhouse restaurant. It also does Italian food and fish dishes, which is quite traditional food in downtown Paphos. Now, the road is getting quite busy, so we're going to go back onto the boulevard. There we go. There's Friends Bar. Someone in the comments recently asked us for Friends Bar, and there is Friends Bar. Obviously a very, very friendly bar, and it deals in, should we say, karaoke several nights of the week. It does sports, so if you want to watch football, that's where you go. And if you want to get a nice little drink, again, that's where you go. And it's also quite a good restaurant. It's a very nice English breakfast, because I've been there.
I think that hotel belongs to the Alekos Hotel Apartments, as it says. Yeah?
This is true, which is to the rear. Yeah. So if you want to go and stay in an apartment, literally on Bar Street, that's where you would stay. And like I say, they do a very nice breakfast, because I've had a breakfast there. I think it's very, very nice. The next one along here is the Baywatch Bar, which again, you're right, is a very, very nice bar indeed. Obviously someone else who has recognised us, but we can't stop, because as you can hear, there is something playing in the background, and now it's coming into my left here as well, so we are going to keep on going. What's this place called in Laboof?
Caliente Long Bar.
So that's the Caliente Long Bar, which again is a very, very popular bar. It's a bit early in the night, because it's 7 o'clock-ish or thereabouts. And then here is the Democritus Taverna. Now this is actually the oldest taverna restaurant in the whole of the Paphos district, and it was founded in 1974. And it's now the grandson of the owner, and he's a very, very nice guy indeed. Now, there is Miss Oching Recevia's favourite bar, and it's called the Robin Hood Bar. Robin Good. Robin Good. So Miss Oching Recevia Laboof remembers this name from her childhood, and she thought they were saying Robin Good. Over there is the Tropical Nights Bar. So, Mr. Luke, Miss Naomi, we misinformed you when you came over, but now finally the Tropical Nights has opened up. So when you come back on your next little holiday, hopefully it'll be the honeymoon, you can go and sit down there and we'll come and chat and party away and have a lunch or a breakfast or whatever. Anyway, there's another bar that's called the Red Lion Bar, and then next door to that is the VIP 7 Club, which again doesn't open until about 1 o'clock in the morning. So this is what's known as Bar Street. Up here now, we are coming up to probably the most popular bar, or one of the most famous bars on the whole of Bar Street, and it is called the Flyers Bar. Now, we understand it's a very popular bar with a lot of people, but we also understand there's a place in someone's heart called Miss Sally Briers, and she loves that bar. How are you doing? You all right? What's your name?
My name is Gabriel.
Gabriel, good guy.
What are you filming? What's it
What
for?
you're filming?
YouTube, do you want a card?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
You want
Lovely.
my card?
Here we go.
Yes.
Here's Flyers all the way up. So it's probably the biggest bar on the whole of Bar Street. It is a very, very good bar indeed. And there's the karaoke. There we go. Up we go. There's the Outer Africa bar, which has just opened. And then there is a fast food restaurant. And there is the guy across the road. There he is, waving to us in the background. Lovely guy. You all right? Absolute superstar. He's a superstar. This guy there in the bar, you can see waving in the background, a couple of months back actually accosted us on the street, and he stopped us and demanded to join. Excellent. And then that's the Bubbles Bar. There he is. So these are the busiest bars in the whole of downtown Kato, Paphos, and across the road is the most famous bar of all, and it's called Notorious. And guess what? That bar across the road there, that's going to be opened as well, and that's going to be called Notorious 2. Right, the booth, let's go this way. As you can see, there's a lot of music playing in the background. They are all fighting for competition. They're all fighting for your euro, shall we say. As long as we keep moving, I think YouTube will allow us to get away with it. So we are now coming up to, shall we say, well, I think the word is less salubrious part of Bar Street. Let me show you. This is a bunch of closed down bars, smashed up bars. The former Lineker's bar is on the end. And the only thing that seems to have survived is the kiosk, which obviously is understandable because people still need drinks, snacks, food. And there is quite a people who live around the back of, should we say, Bar Street. So the booth has gone to investigate it in there. Hold on, she's found a vitrine. Beautiful. Right, come on, Miss Hutchins, receive your booth. Miss LaBouffe was bringing a little bit of colour and a little bit of fun to this smashed up bar. But believe it or not, this particular building, because it is quite a beautiful building if I show you. Okay, that building has actually been purchased, and that building is going to be turned into a restaurant, lounge, bar, or as Miss Hutchins LaBouffe would say, a long bar. And then that one is the former Lineker's bar, which unfortunately has definitely seen better days, shall we say. Over there is the Kung Fu, and then next door to that is what's known as Theo's Takeaway, or what was Theo's Takeaway, but we have been informed that it is going to reopen. When it's going to be Theo, I don't know, but someone has taken over the lease and someone is going to do it up and someone is going to open it. This place, again, used to be an open-air fun bar and it closed. But we have been informed someone's taken the lease and that one's going to reopen. Now, let me show you across the road because we've watched this one live on camera. If you go back to our videos and watched it having the living daylights knocked out of it. And as you can see, it's continuing to have the living daylights knocked out of it. So that means it's getting done up and that means it's going to reopen. And there is the Marion Restaurant, which opened about a month ago now. And then this place over here has been acquired. And if you have a look inside through the windows, we can see that there is some plaster and there is work certainly going on inside. So, yet again, another bar restaurant that is going to reopen on the Great Bar Street in Paphos. And the biggest attraction to this bar is this beautiful mural on the wall. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. And it even comes with a little pussycat who's, well, cleaning his private parts, shall we say. Receive it, LaBouffe?
Well, I believe that very soon these bars will start to get ready for some seasons. In a bit, hopefully.
Well, I think what's happened this year is that the bars wanted to open. They didn't know if they were going to be allowed to open because of COVID-19, but now the restrictions are over. So now there is a race against time. Some of them were very prepared and some of them were less prepared. So some are going to make it for the, should we say, mid to late summer season, and some are not going to make it this year. But they'll be up and running for next year, that is for sure. So we're now at the top of Bar Street, and at the very, very end of Bar Street, you know you've got to the end when you get to the TJ's Fish and Chip dine-in or takeaway restaurant. And then across the road there is the Keg and Barrel, which again is a hugely popular bar. It also does food as well, obviously, in the uptown Kato Paphos area on Bar Street. And then to top it all off, you've got the Memories Cafe Cocktail Bar. But as I say, the greatest fish and chips in the whole of Paphos is over there. And as you can see, as usual, they are having, well, a very good night. Have a look again. Wow, wonderful place. There he is, waving in the background. Absolutely wonderful place. Miss Watching receiving a booth.
And also Almira Hotel.
Yes.
And Annabelle Hotel.
Yes.
Is in front of
Yes.
that.
So if you're looking for Bar Street and you're coming along the main hotel road, shall we say, there's a doggy. He's looking for Bar Street. Let's say hello to him. There you go. All waving in the background. There we are. So if you want fish and chips, that's the greatest place in the world. TJ's Fish and Chips. It's a restaurant and a takeaway, and it's literally across the road to the Almira Hotel, which is that hotel just over there. And if you go a bit further down that way, you will come to the Alexander the Great Hotel. Most people understand where that hotel is, and most people understand, therefore, where we are. This is Pasidonis Avenue, which leads all the way from the hotels all the way down to the harbour area in about another half a kilometre or so. So that's Bar Street. Miss Watching receiving a booth.
I met a lovely blonde doggy. It had a very sad eyes. I would like to tell you. Anyway, you see the doggies with the sad eyes, please feed them. And I would like to tell you thank you so much for watching us, and thank you again and again for coming back to us. Many, many thanks again. We're loving you, and
all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for some more of our madness. Look at this rather nice garden area. So this is at the top of the downtown Kato Paphos Bar Street. Say goodbye, Lou.
beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for watching.